Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. Hope you're all well and safe and having a great day. My day's going pretty well actually. I've been playing around in Krita. I'm really obsessed with these photos I took on a recent walk where we had a fair bit of flooding. Not dangerous flooding, just like, really deep puddles everywhere. So all the fields that had been ploughed in the autumn or whenever, there's all the plough marks had been filled up with water and stuff. And I'm just getting a real kick out of trying to make something out of all of these abstract shapes and patterns and reflections and things. And I'm sort of doing loads of stuff in pastels, loads in digital. Most productive walk I've been on in years, really. I've done, I don't know, 6 or 7 paintings from one walk. Anyway, this is one I did, and it's just basically a muddy path that's just full of water, and I attempted to capture the essence of the thing and the feel of it, and that this lovely band of green there. I'm really liking that. So let's just get straight into the video and see how I went about it. Right, this is one of the photos that I took when I went for a walk with Special K over the Christmas break. Why is this not working? Because I need to choose undercolor. That's it, now we're in business. Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, this is a photo I took on a walk with Special K, just getting the horizon in there over Christmas. As you can see, it's a little bit muddy and sludgy. We did get quite sludged up on this walk, but I just love this photo. I like these sort of diagonal lines that lead you into this painting, or lead you into the scene, I should say. And I'm thinking pastels, Digital Atelier pastels in Krita for this one. I did a similar watercolour in Rebel, with Rebel 4. I'll put a link in the description for that. But this one I want to do in pastels. I'm just sort of sketching real bare bones in. I think that's my sketch done, really. Happy with that. I'm going to change the colour with this template. It's smart textures that come with the no, it doesn't come with Digital Atelier. Ramon Miranda has released these digital textures for oil paints, pastels and watercolours. You may have seen them. I'll put a link in the description so you can find out where to get them. They are free. But if I click on here, press F3, I can adjust the background colour, because I do like a nice pink cerise background. Yes, I like it. It's kind of made my sketch a little bit difficult to see. I'll just go over that again quickly. Should have done the changing the background first, really, I suppose. There we go. It didn't take me long to do the sketch anyway, did it? So it's not really taking too much more time. I love these shadows here as well, you know. Not shadows, reflections, sorry. In the puddles of water. And I love this bright green. I am definitely getting that in. So, having said that, let's go on to the paint sketch here. So I keep the actual sketch on the undercolour, although I've got it for I've done an underpainting on that, I suppose. I'm not going to. Right then, what shall I use first? What's the impact one like? Colour wise, I think I'm going to go towards purples to start with. Yeah, that's reasonable. Using the square bracket key to resize that a bit, somewhat. Just thinking of getting the sort of darks in first. A bit blue that, I think. Better. And you know, I'm going to add more colour to this, obviously. Just thought I'd put the purples in first. Dark greens. That's it, nice dark. I think pastels is the closest thing. If you're using pastels in real life, it's the closest thing to painting digital, because you're just picking up sticks of colour. You're not mixing. You don't do any mixing, and that to me feels more like digital than all of the other mediums I use. Let's get some browns in. This could be, you could definitely do this as a 15-minute study. Oh. It's kind of got me darks in, I think. Let's change up the impact grain. Change the brush a bit. We've got this light muddy colour here. It's not quite the brush I want, the tool I want. What's this one? 9 oil. No, I don't want oil. You know what? I've never used the oil pastel because I don't use oil pastels anyway. Just give it a go. Pastel block. That's it. I like that. This one looks a little. You can do some nice blending with it. Look, but it looks a bit more digital, perhaps. I don't know. But that won't be the finished look I'm going for anyway. I'll tweak it. I like this kind of teal colour. I think I'm going to stick with this teal colour for the sky. Maybe. Oops. Let's get the sky in. I'm going to use this impact brush again because you get that kind of texture paper, which I quite like. I see more of that red glowing through. Painting some sky in the back of that. Now, there. That's it. Oops. Bit big that brush there. Notice I am not trying to get this exactly the same. Using the control key, sample colour of the canvas. I have to say, digital pastels is a lot faster than drawing with pastels. I tend to, if I'm using pastels, and if you haven't seen any of my real pastel work, check out my Instagram, Steve the Scribbler, because recently it's pretty much all pastel work that I've been putting up there, and you know, I've got it seems to be where my traditional painting is going these days. Pastels. I don't do so much watercolor or oils. I'm just really into pastels. I love it. So I always get a kick when I'm doing digital pastels. That's a bit light. Just want to kind of, that's it. Yeah. Right, lime green then. Let's get the lime green. And in pastels, there are some really beautiful lime greens that look just like this. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe here. Slightly different colour. That's it. I like these trees with the red. I'm reluctant to do anything else to those. Green there. Perhaps choose the blender a bit there. In fact, I could get some quite nice effects with a bit of smudging. Yeah. Blending going off. Like it, a bit more dark. Oh, I want a pastel. I do like this impact. I think I need to go to the purple. Go to the purple side. Dark green. Yeah, I like it. It's a bit too much. Oh. It's taking shape. I haven't got these reflections in. Let's have a look at those now. I'll pick the colour off those trees up there. I'll make them a little bit lighter and pop them in. And get that. Use the finger blender. Just to soften them off a bit. I'm going to try the blender smear. A bit more forceful. Yeah, you get a bit more so what I'm looking for, it's a bit more obvious. Yes. Just a few. Pulling out a few branches like that. I'll draw some more in as well. Right. Impact grain. I think this is nice because I can put in some smaller marks. Yeah. It's a bit linear. I was hoping to sort of get. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Let's try basic blend. This might be nice. Yes, that's what I want. I don't want one that shows all the grain like the impact, and I want one that does cover quite well. So that's sort of what I'm looking for. Then I can vary the colour with that a bit. I just want a few textured shapes down here, you see. A bit more purple in the water perhaps. Yeah. And we've got these really highlights just Might look a bit square. What does this? That's a nice shape. Not quite so square and regular. It's a bit like that though. Let's just knock it back a bit. Better. Sorry for not talking again. It's that moment where I'm kind of concentrating solely on the image and trying to get something back it. There we go. Sort of painting shapes around, negative shapes around that dark patch there. Maybe this should be a little bit more ink. I'm going to move that up a bit. Yes, that's better. That's cool. I'm liking that. I'm just trying to make sure I've got, I know it's really loose and bordering on as abstract and what have you, but when you stand back, I want you to be able to see the scene and say, oh yeah, I can see what's going off there. I can see that that's a puddle of dirty water that you could get on your boots and trample home and maybe walk through the lounge with your boots on, get a little bit of mud on the carpet perhaps, and then face the consequences because of your thoughtfulness. No, lack of thoughtfulness, I should say. That never happened. Well, not on this occasion. It has happened. It has happened. Just sort of making these kind of patterns on there. Is that a bit too much? I don't know. I don't think so. Not if I do that. bit. See, once you start adding darks, then your lights become too light. So that's a case of not getting the values right in the beginning. Possibly. Pick up that green a bit, and we just maybe. That's okay. Do I want a bit of lighter sky in there? What I do want that. Oh, oh, want that to be a bit darker. More clumped together. And just sculpt out a little bit. Better. Yeah. I think all I need to do now is stick a few branches on here. Let's try this. Wibbly lines. Yeah, perfect. Get a bit further over. I think that's good enough. A few little do I like that? I think I do. I think that's okay. Yeah. Maybe just make a thin line again. This is great for putting little squiggles down here, look, because they don't look uniform. They're all different shapes. So that's where the wibbly lines brush, great for that. Great for that. Put a few little sparkly bits in. Right there. Quite like that. Be too light. You don't know, thing with this is though, you don't kind of know exactly where it's going to put that mark. I think I just need a couple more lines. Oops, it's fairly small. Just following that a bit more water there. Maybe here. Soften that a bit. These might look nice, softened up at the odd place. Definitely. I'm fiddling, aren't I? I'm really fiddling. I'm going to call it a day there. I like that. Muddy. Well, it's called Dirty Lane, the actual place. Oh, I was going to just do one more thing. Yeah, this scene is called Dirty Lane. I just wanted to lighten that up a bit. Maybe use a blender. Should have done this before the trees, I forgot. This is where this might come in handy now, actually. The pastel block. Yeah, that looks cool. Spaces in. That's it. Blend that a bit more. Yeah, that's it. Finished. Let's get it signed. In a bit. There we go. So don't forget, check out the Instagram channel if you want to see some of my traditional painting. Steve the Scribbler Instagram. And there's a link in the description actually, I think. Because it is a little bit, well, actually it's very similar to this sort of stuff. I'm really getting into that. And obviously don't forget Digital Easel. If you want to share your paintings with other people of a like mind, painting style where you want to paint in a traditional style but use digital means, check out Digital Easel on Facebook. Again, we've got a link in the description below. Anyway, I really hope, I'm just putting some calligraphy in, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, big thumbs up as always is much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because I've got lots of videos like this and I would love to be sharing them with you. So don't forget everybody, stay safe, stay sane and keep painting. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.